Today's a pretty exciting video. My husband has encouraged me to make a list of chickens to order.
How many times has this happened in our entire
Never.
relationship?
This has never happened. Ever. Actually, I think for like the first 5 years of us being on our farm, it was the exact opposite. It was me pushing for more animals. And then I finally chilled out on it and was like, okay, we have enough. That's the ticket, I guess. I mean, like, stop asking. And then it's like, sure, let's order all of these things. And actually, I'm like, okay, well, we'll just get some chickens. And he's like, how about also
3 kinds of turkeys. I think I'd like to add some more ducks and expand the duck housing.
See, I'm sitting here going, what? But I do love a good catalog, that's for sure. Now, I've told this story before, but back before I had a farm, I had 2 catalogs that would come every winter. Murray McMurray's Poultry catalog and Baker Creek Seed catalog. And I was obsessed, so much so that when Jackson, who is now 14, and at the time was probably like 5 or 6,
yeah.
When Jeremiah asked him, what do you want to get for mom for Christmas? He said, I know what we can get her for Christmas. She gets so excited when catalogs come. We should get her catalogs for Christmas. So now when the catalogs come, I still get just as excited, even though I still have this stuff. I have this stuff in my yard now. And so today we're going to go through this catalog. Well, we're about to have more of it. It would appear. So we're going to go through this catalog and kind of talk with you guys about some of the breeds of birds that we're looking to add to our flock this year. So Murray McMurray is actually going to be one of the sponsors for our spring shindig. We're super excited to be working with them on that. This is not a sponsored video, like they didn't ask us to make this or anything like that, but we just wanted to share with you guys because who doesn't love going through a great catalog? Oh, I put the camera on my notebook.
You need to make a list.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Let's do it. Where are we starting with?
Look at that picture, so cute. Let's start with the A's. Americana. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so what are the things that we're going for here?
Egg color.
We want colorful eggs.
I think that's all we're going for, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're going to be ordering some meat birds.
Yes.
Okay. We want colorful eggs.
Yes.
I really want some fun chickens.
Okay.
Like I want some like top hats, maybe some frizzles, cochins, like I'm thinking like I'd really like a mixed flock. So I would like to get like a couple of several different kinds.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Okay. So how many do we actually have room for? Chickens need, like on the bare minimum, you're looking at least in a coop, you want them to have like 10 inches of roost space and a square foot. Now that's just the coop that they're going in night. That's not like if you're keeping them in there all the time, obviously. This is just like if they're going in to roost at night and then they have a yard that they can go out in or free range during the day, which ours do. And our coop is actually built to house 50 chickens in that way.
I think that's right. I think it may be more than that. We have 20.
We have 20. But they're old, so we kind of need to cycle those
Some
out.
are old, yeah.
So
you just want to start with a fresh 50?
A fresh 50. So are we ordering 50 or are we going to order like a few extra?
Oh, we have to order extra. Like what, 15 extra?
So we're going to order 65. And if we end up with extras like that, then we will, I guess, sell some, give some away.
Sure.
Once they're older. And basically the reason why we're doing that when we say extra is because like you can order chickens when they've been like sexed where you're getting hens and whatnot, but inevitably you end up with a couple extra roosters. It just happens, you know. I mean, even if people are really good at sexing chickens, you end up with extra roosters. So And that also gives, because you might lose one or two, even with the best care. That does happen, especially whenever you're brooding this many. So that'll give us some wiggle room that we know that once they're to the point of laying, we should have our 50.
Yep.
Another thing is, we're looking at 50 for our coop right now, and for those of you who are familiar with our setup, we've actually talked about extending that yard and actually kind of free ranging those chickens out into what's now the woods, but it's being steadily cleared out. So they're gonna have a lot more space to spread out and free range. It's not just a small yard with 50 chickens in it, because they could easily exhaust a small space. We want them to have more space so they can get more bugs and good stuff that they can scratch into, so we can have those rich eggs. All right, back to the breeds. Americana. So we definitely want Americanas because they are blue egg layers. They're flighty and they are bearded birds. Really, really neat though. They come in a really cool variety.
They're bougie.
You think so?
Yeah, they got beards, fluffy butts, different kinds of feathers in their tail. They can come in all different kinds of colors.
Yeah.
They're like a kaleidoscope chicken.
They are.
Let's just get 25 of those.
Let's not. Okay, so and now we have to think, do we want roosters?
We need some roosters, we do.
You feel like that?
Yes. You don't want to waste space on roosters?
I love to hear them crow. I hate being chased by them. I've been chased by too many roosters in my life.
Well, probably.
I saw this meme on Facebook. It says some of you have never been chased by a mean rooster, and it shows. So that's so true. All right. So do we want any white egg layers? Okay, here's another little fun fact for you guys about chickens. Sometimes there's like some misconception about like the flavor of eggs. People are like, oh, I love the blue eggs, they taste so good. Like, the flavor of eggs is 100% dependent on what your chicken is eating. It has nothing to do with the egg color. Egg color, like brown eggs, are often equated to people in their mind somehow as being healthier or being farm eggs. And the reason why brown eggs are kind of like mentally linked to farms is because usually white egg laying chickens are much lighter breeds for whatever reason, I don't know. And brown egg layers are typically heavier breeds. And so brown egg layers were typically what was kept on farms, because usually people who were keeping farms were keeping multi-purpose birds that could lay but also could be eaten. And so like really light ones, there wasn't a lot of meat on that. So whenever commercial production ramped up and you know, the food kind of went from the backyard into the factory, commercial egg production uses white layers because they're so much lighter, they have to eat a lot less. And so now people view white eggs as store eggs and brown eggs as like the healthier farm eggs, when really there's no difference in nutrition based on the egg color. That's entirely linked to the breed, as well as the blue eggs and the green eggs that you can get from other specialized
The healthiness
breeds.
of the egg is based off of what the chicken's eating.
Absolutely, and the flavor. You know, whenever you get that dark, rich orange yolk, that's 100% because that chicken is eating a really balanced, protein-rich diet. It has nothing to do with the color of the egg.
Right. I don't know. We had one blue Andalusian for a long time. She was
really sweet.
She was really stout, and
she lived a long time.
She lived a long time through a lot of different things.
I really like how in this catalog down here, it actually tells you a lot about each variety. Like right here, this blue Andalusian, it talks about the history of the breed. This originated in Andalusia, province of Spain. They've long been known in England and in the United States. They're a magnificent breed for exhibition with their graceful, stately carriage and delicately blue lace plumage. I love it when people wax poetic about things like this. I can read catalogs. Do you? Like,
I don't know who put that together.
We're not even off the first page yet. This is gonna be like a ridiculous video. Where's your tea? Did you get your tea?
I think I'm gonna have a latte instead, so I can stay awake.
Okay.
You can tell that I didn't make this catalog, and I'm not the one going through the list, because I'll be like, which one lays the best? All right, 25 of those. Get 25 of the other ones. We got 50 done. And the catalog would be like blue chicken, white egg. Pretty good. Pretty good chicken. Brown chicken, brown egg, still pretty good chicken.
What if it said
black chicken, dark brown egg, my favorite chicken.
Bad chicken, you wouldn't put in the catalog. Be like, don't fool with that.
I would put it in the catalog with one of those like don't smoking signs with like the red circle and the X. Be like, you know, don't get this chicken.
I don't know if we're helping people pick chickens right now, if we're just making them laugh. Okay, so this gives a little note about like the genetics of the color blue, which is really fascinating to me. I got really into genetics whenever I was breeding for egg color and breeding for color, so I think that's really neat. And then down here on the bottom, it talks about like that this is on the watch list for like the breed priority, kind of showing how rare they are. Talks about their comb type, which doesn't matter very much where we are because it's warm here, but for those of you who live in really cold northern climates, you might look at maybe a comb that is like a pea comb, chickens that have smaller combs because they're less likely to get frostbite. It talks about the feet and the leg color, as well as the mature weight, the egg color, and the egg production, whether it's like really heavy or really light, whatever. I really like that, and they've got some different icons here that kind of give you some information at a glance, like whether they're frost hardy, like different egg color and all of that stuff. So that's really neat. Okay, so we are gonna do maybe like...
You didn't count the Americanas yet.
Oh, I was going to write down all the ones we wanted, and then we would work out the numbers.
Okay.
Don't you think that's a good idea?
Yeah. We need to probably pick up the pace a little bit.
Never.
And we're going to be here for a long time.
Black Australorp.
Alright guys, we're on page 2 now. Okay, we flipped the page one time. That's 8 minutes. We spent 8 minutes.
I spent my entire birthday going through the seed catalog, so...
I know.
Like the whole day. I like read the whole thing. Oh, I really wanted some of these. Bielfelder?
I'm not trying to help you.
Bielfelder?
So cool.
Bielfelder? They said this is a relatively new breed. Gentle giants are beautiful and robust. Ooh, they're round bodies, but Orpingtons to shame. To shame.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Oh, I'm definitely getting some of these. They've got a nice kind of darkish
The Buff
egg.
Orpingtons and any kind of coaching is basically cornered the market on Big Booty Judy.
Yeah, they're voluptuous. If these put them to shame, then I say yes, Bielfelder. Okay, Brahmas. I definitely want Brahmas.
Why?
Because they're... Do you remember our first chicken flock that we got from that lady that gave us those chickens?
Yeah,
and I had that one big Brahma.
Okay.
Gosh, what was her name? I can't remember what it was.
Like 2...
They have buff, dark, and light.
You want to get all 3? You're on page 3. Page 3.
Okay. Shooky doodle.
I guess you're going to have to get 2 of each of those colors then.
Okay, I need my post-it notes. Okay, these are the ones I'm gonna revisit. These are not my definite because I don't know which color I want. I don't necessarily need 2 of each. This is a long catalog. I can't do 2 of each from every. So this is post-it time.
You can't just get 1.
Well, I can't get 2 of each color. That would be 6 chickens. I only have.
You don't have to say no to other chickens.
I don't like that.
You're not really good at the process of elimination.
Buttercup, look at their combs. This is so beautiful. It's a buttercup comb. Do you see this? Look at that. Is this fabulous? Look, they look like a fancy hat. Okay, so they lay a white egg.
Not impressed.
You're not impressed with that comb? Look at that.
I don't care about the comb.
Look at her foliage.
Okay, her feathers are
I
colored.
almost called it foliage.
Foliage? She does not have foliage. It's not a plant chicken. This is an animal.
Plumage.
Alright, put a post-it note by it.
Oh, we're post-it note in this one? Okay.
Skip the next one.
No golden campaign. Cochins? Definitely. Okay, so we used to have these big cochins that were like They were massive roosters. They're like way bigger than the other roosters. And they crowed, and they had this like totally Elvis crow, and we named them all Daniel after our friend Daniel who sings. And we just called them the Daniels. We had like 4 of them.
They slow.
They're really like big, and like they move really slow, but they have this like big crow. They're really beautiful. If we were gonna have roosters,
Cochin ones.
Cochin roosters are really, really cool.
All right, I like blue, buff. And
Okay, I'm
partridge.
gonna star these. There's no method here. Okay, partridge and buff. You like buff chickens. It was
Buff is my favorite.
What about silver laced? They have silver laced too. No, you're not moved by silver laced. I feel like I need to go back and post it the first ones, because really I'm just getting it posted.
Yeah.
Crested cream leg bars. Yes,
You
definitely.
already have one of those.
One.
2 maybe.
She's very old too.
Look, very old.
I got her. That was our return to chickens. That we've had her for 2 years.
She's not that old. She still has life left in her.
I know, and she's not going anywhere. She's staying. But look at their eggs.
They can't see that.
Yes, they can right there. Crested cream leg bars. Let's see, if I was good at editing, this is where I would like pop something in. They would know. They would see the picture right here. But instead, I'm just like showing you the catalog. So crested cream leg bars.
Okay, that's going on the list.
I feel like I need to give more of a system here. I think I'm just gonna stick with Post-its all around, and then we'll go back and do the names.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Okay. No.
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 No Delawares.
Too basic.
No Dominiques.
Like no. Now
Silver
Dorkings are
Dorking.
cool. They have these little tiny short legs.
Not interested.
Not interested, really. You just reject. Yes, salmon Favreau. Is that how you say it?
Okay, I like them. Okay.
Yes, I like these very much. So yes, salmon Favreau. Okay.
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
small.
Those are cool. Houdans. Oh, look, this is like their assortment where they
Right.
pick for you.
Which we don't need that.
Yeah,
Don't
we want to
need
pick.
that.
We
Don't
want
need
to pick
giants.
no giants.
Let's still need that. Black Langshan. What?
So this is really cool. Check out that spread. That's an egg from every chicken that they carry. That's
It's
so
pretty
cool. I like the whenever I used to take photos of all of our egg colors in a circle.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah, but those pictures remind me of birth control.
I have no idea what that looks like because I never took any.
Oh, Morans.
Cuckoo Morans.
No, okay, so she was telling me, I was talking to Ginger, who works for Murray McMurray, the other day, and she was telling me that they actually held out the white Morans that came from their breeding, that they would occasionally, like they were doing splash and blue breeding, and basically they ended up with some whites, and they bred them for like so long, and they have this like beautiful line of white Morans, and I definitely, that's like what I want, is white Morans for dark brown egg layers. They're so pretty. And then maybe some cuckoo Morans, which don't have quite as dark a brown egg as the others. Do you want Orpingtons? Do you want more Orpingtons?
I like Orpingtons, but we don't have to if you want to try something else.
They have lavender Orpingtons, and white Orpingtons, and buff Orpingtons. Your old favorite. Jeremiah had a favorite chicken. She was a buff Orpington. He was rather fond of her.
Yeah, we could do a couple Orpingtons.
Okay.
I like lavender. We still have a lavender Orpington.
Yeah, she's from my original lines. Now, Partridge Rocks, that's what Mama Hen
Yeah.
is.
Over there.
I had this hen called Mama, and I had her for about 2 years. She was a part of my flock that had gotten really sick, but when I got her, I'd gotten 2 of them, and one of them I actually gave to a friend of mine, and the mama that I kept, she was the breediest hen I ever had. She hatched so many chicks out, and we lost her when our flock got sick, and I was so sad. And a little while later, my friend who'd actually given Mama's sister to called me and said, hey, could you take my chickens? And I got them back, and of course she had gotten them before our flock got sick, so they were clean. And I got them back, and Mama's sister became Mama too, because she was just as broody as her sister, and they hatched out so many clutches of eggs for me. So I think I'd like to get a Mama 3. Okay, Polishes.
Yeah, you wanted to get some top hats, right?
That have the feathers up on top of their head. I don't even.
I like the silver.
Yeah, those are kind of neat.
golden.
The silver Polish, buff laced is pretty.
That's pretty cool looking.
What about naked necks?
No.
Turkins? No?
No. We have too many other good chickens to choose from.
Oh, look at them. They have these. They have the weirdest, like, featherless necks.
No, we're not doing it.
You don't like that?
No.
Sultans are really cool. I used to have a set of Sultans.
We do like speckled Sussex.
Speckled Sussex. Yeah, those are really beautiful. Oh, Well Summers. I like Well Summers.
Are Well Summers ones that are spotted egg?
Yeah. Whitings. True blue and true green. They have blue and green egg layers.
Okay.
I want both of those. 65 chickens. Ooh, blue lace red Wyandottes.
Just put a post-it note on all the Wyandottes.
You like them all?
Are we even close to being done with chickens?
Yeah, actually. We made it to the Bantams, which I want to get a few frizzles. And that's it.
Okay, cool.
We did it. Now we just have to work down the... Oh, we have other birds to look at.
Well, I mean, we really mostly already know what we're getting, don't we?
So we're actually going to get some turkeys, a few different breeds of turkeys, I'm not 100% sure which ones, and some geese. I think we're going to get a couple of geese. Pretty pumped about that. So yeah, that's it. But we got to work out the numbers, so that's going to be interesting. It looks like we still have some number crunching to do and some elimination. I'm curious, before we finalize this list, what your experience is, if you have any like breeds of chickens that you've absolutely loved. What was your favorite, what was your least favorite, and where are you? This is obviously our laying flock, and we're actually going to be doing some meat chickens as well, and doing those other birds also. This is where my focus is. I actually have not had a laying flock of hens that I've been super excited about in a couple of years. We've had a pretty basic flock for the last couple of years. I was pretty heartbroken whenever my flock that I'd put so much work into all got so sick. And so now we've had a really basic flock. I've really enjoyed them, and I'm excited to get back into chickens that I enjoy and I'm excited about.
And that you can have names.
Yeah, that I can name. Yeah, now we have the Lucy's. They're all the same. So, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Make sure you check out Murray McMurray. We'll put a link where you can order your catalog.
Their catalog should be coming out at Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's when they're supposed to be heading out.
Cool. Well, thank you guys. We bless you. Until next time.